All right, we are gonna do this, and this is a heck over here. We are up to 34 entries in this race. 34. It's easily the biggest race I've ever been a part of, so this will be fun. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, auto tracking. Oop, I should do auto tracking. We want to make sure that's working. No doubt. Okay, should be good. I think we're just about ready to get started, so let's do the thing. Let's have some fun. And go fast. 34 people. That is awesome. Clearly the Mentor tournament is about to kick off. This is a pretty good mix of newer runners, some more experienced runners. I like it. Okay. So I was just going over some stuff in the race room for some of the newer runners. He actually turned race comments off until the race is over, so. This is awesome. 34 people. This is fantastic. All right, countdown's on. So casual boots, start with the boots. Once you hit standard start, I should mention that. So you start at Link's house, go into castle, rescue Zelda. Once you hit the uncle, you will get his sword. So we'll pick up a sword right here, in addition to whatever the uncle gives us. More arrows, so sword, boom. Now we're off to the races. Oh, nice bomb drop off the guards, that's good. We'll kill a couple of guards on the way, most likely. Not super concerned about bombs yet. At least through escape, because we can dash and bonk into the wall in the back and get the 3 items. So bomb drop won't matter until we hit CAC, which admittedly will be right afterwards, so. Alright, that green 20 signifies boots. So boots would have been early. Hope that bomb was worth it. Would have preferred the bomb drop off of that guard. But it's fine. It's random. But bombs off the guards is good. We can kill the guard down here. And if we advance it enough, I think there's a 4 bomb drop. I think 4 drops in. Let's not mess with it. Is that Vanilla Lamp? I think that's Vanilla Lamp. Been a minute since I've done NMG, but I'm pretty sure that Lamp is in Zelda Cell. So that's exciting. Yeah, this is a pretty amazing turnout. There's some really like top tier runners. Skell's in it, Skelly. Raynox is in it, Wombat's in it, Sawyer obviously. Last year's Mentor Tournament Gold Sword bracket winner, Dennis. Falcon's in it, Zax is in it, Jack is in it, John is in it, Emok's in it, Bagel's in it, so the Super Nintendo Chalmers crew representing tonight. And then there's a bunch of mentees from last year, some incoming mentees for this year. It's a really, really solid group. It's not the greatest time through there. I'd like to be closer to 350 than 4, but we did pick up the bombs, so that's part of it. We had a little trouble with ball and chain as well. Yeah, that was forced. I missed it. Missed the key dash, that's fine. That was good. That was good. Won't be the best time, but it should be decent. 5:15-ish. I was gonna say, we haven't seen the map yet. I didn't want to jinx it, but it didn't matter. Yeah, it could have been. It's a 519, we'll call it. That's meh. Oh, that's a good one to get. Yeah, I hadn't seen the map, and if you don't see the map through the escape sequence, it ends up in Thank, so you can skip it and save like a whopping second and a half. If you remember. Alright, so we have AGA access already. So, definitely worth a look up here. I usually do it anyways, but at this point, definitely worth a look. Nice. Yeah. That's a blue cane. So, potentially not super useful. I don't know if it's worth doing AGA 1 to go get it, I guess. The only way that could be a thing is if Spike Cave is a thing. And we don't have access to the cape. But even then, if we have bottles, we can cheese it. So we're probably not going to do it. Well, probably not going to get the item. We might have to do Aga. That's definitely possible. Alright, so that's bottle vendor money, so that's good. Powder's nice. Good safety to have. And hammer, so magic bat open, available. So we will definitely check that. What's up, Tracy? Thank you for the good luck. How are you doing tonight? Blue mail, alright. Take that. Oh, nice. Glad to hear that. Oh, an upgrade from the bottle merchant. Give him 100, get 3 times rewards. Alright, let's do this quickly. Okay. Vanilla bottle to go with our vanilla lamp. Ten minutes of heart? That's not bad. Like, how, like, what size are they? Like... wow, 3 swords. I'm curious, like, how big they are. Like... yeah, that's, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. No. Don't want that. Alright, so those are dead. That's fine. We did some damage in the village, though. Already on Tempered Sword is nice. We should do a map check at some point, too. Not yet, though. Not until... well, I need something that's going to point me in a direction here. Nope, that's not it. I could check the fish prize. I don't usually do it. I don't really have a need. There's gotta be something good here, right? Yeah, flippers are good. I knew it. No, didn't want to do that. I do want to check Ice Rod Cave. Oh, they're in the bomb pack too? That's pretty good. We'll take that. Oh, we are so close to Zora money. I don't have a glove to farm, so... I should have got a water walk. Wasn't thinking. But nothing that progresses us. I mean, flippers will progress, but we need Dark World access. And we need the pearl and a glove. Like, do we just do Aga with these? Oh, there's the pearl. Like, we're bow away from being able to clear pod. That's the only thing we can do in the Dark World. I think I want to do Saha at least before we make that play. Okay, that'll let us, at the very least, that'll let us potion glitch into the right side of pod. I mean, I'm here, I might as well grab it. So, 4 swords, 15 minutes. I really would not. I really don't want to do Aga, but I feel like we're gonna have to do Aga. We just have Saha Eastern left. And Agina. Those are the only things we have right now. But Gold Sword's gonna make everything just ridiculously fast. We can kill everything that's not a boss in like 1 to 2 hits. Just quickly, alright. Thieves Town Green Pendant, of course. Give me a glove in here. I don't want to go into Eastern right now. That's good. And that's stupid Zora money. I should have come here first. I should have put Zora off. Heart is the drop. Yeah, this MSU, sorry, I just saw this message now. This MSU has slowly become one of my favorites. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't miss it for too long then. Yeah, this MSU is one of my favorites. I think it's called Zelda Mix, but it's legit. Enjoy it. I really have a feeling pod is the answer, though. Like, bow and pod, maybe? It's 2 items. There's a chance. Third item could be here, and we can skip the big key chest. Yep. Okay. Do I want to do Zora? No. I'm gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna do... Because now with the hookshot, we can get over to, west side of... We can get to Village of Outcasts. So, I think this is the play. Flippers and hookshot, we can get over there. It's slow, but we can do it. So, theoretically, the answer might not even be in pod. Answer could be in Thieves Town. Skull Woods, Village of Outcasts. I mean, there's so many places it could be. We have so much Dark World access once we do this, so I think it makes sense. I should have done it instead of going into Eastern, honestly, but... Once I got that hookshot, that should have been a clear signal to do this, so we wasted a couple of minutes. I mean, I guess the only good news is we don't have to do Eastern until we're in go mode. There's literally nothing in there for us. But yeah, Gold Sword just makes this an absolute joke. Takes everything down in one hit. I always like when the arrow gets stuck in the open doorway. Oh, I missed it. So unless Glove is on Zora or Agena, this is required. Or I guess if Flute is on one of those spots, that opens up Death Mountain. But I'm operating on the assumption. Operating on the assumption that this is required. Just like 3 blue balls. Four. Five. Oh my goodness. I really hope it's required now, because this is taking forever. 6. Oh my goodness. The most you can get is 15. Already there's 6 for 6. 7 for 7. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Alright, 8. 8 for 9. We need 2 more hits. So the most we can get is 14. This will be guaranteed. The first one in the cycle is always guaranteed. The next 3, it's a 50% chance. Okay. So 8 blue ones. Including the first 7. Alright. Alright, so Skullwoods, other, pendant, TR, red crystal. Alright. I am not going into pod. Why did I run into that? I don't know. I don't have an answer. Oh, that's too high. I think I'm going to check the front of Skullwoods and just loop around until we find something. Alright, so Bumper Ledge is dead. Persistent little guard, aren't you? Oh, it's too much. It's too much. They go down in 2 hits. I should have just killed them. Luckily we have blue mail, otherwise we might have died. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so that big key was vanilla. Again, 3rd vanilla item so far. Alright, that's 1 item. Will we find the 2nd? Oh, that was dumb. No. Yeah, hit him into the spikes. Alright, so the 2nd item in Skullwoods is on the back, but hopefully we don't have to go. Nice. Alright, so... I think we have to clear Evestown. I don't really want to, though. But Green Pendant, it's probably worth it to do it, and we found nothing. Absolutely nothing so far. We have everything we need to do it. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, we're halfway to the fabled 0-item front. Which all but guarantees we have to do it. Oh, there's the glove. That just means we can get around a little bit easy. We still have to go. It does open up Death Mountain. But Hera is also a pendant, so... Don't really want to go up... Yeah, I mean, I'd love to find the mitts before I go up there. That would be ideal. Because then we can just get everything done. So, glove in the front of thieves. Item number 2. So there's a chance we can skip the big chest. Definitely possible. You just have to avoid the small key in blind cell. Eight bomb drop, huh? Okay. So, big key chest. I mean, big chest is dead. Small key's in there. Because in this branch, blind cannot have it. Winter is a great time to chill, I agree. Right, that was a perfect fight. So the glove was the only thing worth anything so far. We will have to turn in that green pendant at some point. That also makes sense. Winter is a great time to work on blankets. Oh, I didn't check this. That's right. I forgot I didn't check this. Baby shield. So we kind of hope that the green pendant turns into something, but I feel like a lot of people are going to do that. The only hope is that Agena and Zora don't lead to anything, because then that makes the Aga play the right play. Come on, there we go. Six, 5, 6, 7, 24 digs. So, I mean, I guess we can take this all the way to pod, right? That bonk might have saved us, actually. Because I think we would have ran into a bomb. Run into a bomb, I think might be the right way to say it. Okay, there's our mitts. So I might actually do... I think we're gonna do Death Mountain climb before we go into pod. We can do everything. Rather than go into another dungeon I can't fully clear, we're gonna do this and hope we find some items up on the mountain somewhere. So bow we need both rods. Samaria mirror. Is that it? Well, I mean, that it. Bow, both rods, Samaria mirror. Flute. Should've... Nah, whatever. This is where Bo's going to be in first check of pod. And that was absolutely the right play. Oh, never mind. Bow's right here. Okay. So that means I'm probably not going to do Hera. We're gonna go over, we'll do... I mean, we might as well finish Eastern, I think, right? Alright, that's nothing. But we'll finish up, because I can also scout the TR medallion. And potentially open it. If it's ether. Spiral cave, spiral cave. Big red rupee spider cave. Ow. So we'll know one more piece of the puzzle right now. Oh, it is Ethan. Okay, so let's open her up. Can't do anything yet. Not without Samaria. But that's one less thing we need to find. We're down to both rods, Samaria, mirror, flute, and potentially a medallion to open up fire. So 6. 5 or 6. Yes, after Hookshot Cave, we'll save and quit, and we will do Green Pendant Turn-In into Eastern. And then go do Pod. Third bottle. Oh, that puts Spike Cave in logic. Right. Fine. Just because we're here. I hate Spike Cave, but... Yep, thank you. Give me that. Alright, hopefully this turns into something good here. Oh, as always, well, as mostly, Spike Cave sucks. Alright, so Green Pendant Turn-In, we'll do Eastern, then we'll pop down and go to Pod. Forgot about that aggro red guard. There's a bunch of them here. But gold sword, quick work. Alright, please be something. Oh, maybe. Hold. Hold on that one. It is possible that Quake is needed to open Mire. But we won't know that until we get the flute. Okay. This will be the last time we hear the Z1 music. Dungeon song. Which is classic. The game I wish I was better at is Z1. Because I feel like I would like the idea of a Z1 randomizer. I've watched enough of it, I just am not good at doing it. Didn't get the key, nice job. Alright, we know this is just going to give a dungeon item, but we need the crystal, so... Ah, I couldn't save it. fine. Could have been worse, I guess, but we finally got a crystal 42 minutes in. Like, I'm really pretty sure pot is the answer, and it's gonna bother me. That I should have come here instead of going to Village of Outcasts. I mean, at this point, I think it almost has to be. There's a couple of other places, but... Actually, I guess... No, we needed to go up the mountain. Unless there's a bow in here, we needed to do Death Mountain first. Yeah, Thieves Town, the only thing we needed was the glove. We could have left after that. Unless Ped is a thing. Which, what could be on Ped? Samaria, Ice Rod, Bombos, Mirror. There's definitely some options for... Ped's not dead, put it that way. Alright, where are we bow locked? No. Alright, so we can route this the most efficient way possible to get every check done. That wasn't great, but whatever. Three for three on small keys. 4 for 4. Slightly off on the timing on that one. A 5-key front and no items. Party in the back. Forgot I had the red boom for a second. Alright, that's one of the pieces. Doesn't progress us, but we needed it. Okay. There's only one small key back here. Alright. I mean, we could sequence break. Ice. I don't want to at this point, but might be worth doing at some point. Alright, so I think we're items the rest of the way. Both checks in here are going to be items and the boss. Okay. So Pod had the Ice Rod, it had Samaria. That's going to make Death Warping a little bit harder. Actually, it might be worth it to just run out at this point. Alright. Go beat up on Helmasaur King. And then figure out where we want to go next. Ice Palace is now in Logic. Actually, I guess it was always in Logic. It's much easier. So that might actually be the move, is to go down to Ice. TR, we can get in now with Samaria, but with a fully clearable ice, probably better to do that. Got it. I should have grabbed those arrows. Oh well. We'll pick up arrows. Oh yeah, I gotta... No, whatever. So let's do this. Where am I? There I am. That's pretty quick. Alright, what's the item? What's the item? Book. That gets us into the desert. Desert's a red. TR's our other red, so... we are, what? 3 items from go. Alright, we haven't done desert area at all. Let's go check that out before we do ice. There's 4 items over here versus 3 in Ice Palace. What I should have done was Bombo's tablet into... That would have been smart. Oh no, I can't. I don't have mirror. Never mind. I was not smart. You know what? Let's check the torch, just in case it's the big key. Nope. That's our big key. Gonna grab those arrows. Okay, so that is both items out of here. Nothing doing. Bombs and a heart piece. Alright, that 10-arrow drop is nice. Get over here, thank you. Almost early. Okay, so desert done. That is crystal number 3. Ice is 4. Well, we'll do Aegina's Cave first. Gross. We're gonna do this with bombos. That's pretty terrible. So I was only half right about Pod. Pod did have some goodies, but it didn't have what I thought it was gonna have. Why did I do that? I can just go here. There we go. So, fire rod, flute, mirror. That's what we need. And then it might be worth Death Mountain again. So we can do Hera, we can do Ether Tablet, and we can do potentially some stuff in TR. So we grabbed the big key.
Oh.
I probably shouldn't have hit that switch, but whatever. Silvers is our first item. That'll be good for the Vidi fight. shield is second item. Do we... Depends. If we get a small key here, we should check iced tea. If we don't... Alright. Well, don't have to worry about if we don't. We'll just check it. That way we don't have to worry about coming back. Oh, that is the third item, so we can just skedaddle onto the boss. And then it's Death Mountain is kind of calling my name. It is going to kind of stink having to go all the way around, but it is what it is. I mean, there's other things we could do, I guess. We should check King's Tomb before we climb. That's easy enough to do, and it's right there. It's easy enough to do. But then it's Smith chain, hammer. It's Smith, hammer pegs, purple chest, Catfish, and Zora after that, outside of the mountain checks. I'm not gonna go get Verna on Lumberjack. That's just not happening. Thanks. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. At least we checked it. Okay. So what, because Mirror can be on Ped and Flute can be on Ped. Fire Rod cannot. But we're over an hour in and we have not ruled out Ped yet, which feels bad. Okay, good. Oh, don't give me the small key. Damn it. There's an item in the basement. That feels terrible, because we're gonna have to do it. Unless we get one of the 3 items here. Alright, I guess we have to do it. And then slog back over to TR. That feels bad. I hate this. Until, of course, Fire Rod shows up here, and then it's like, alright, and then TR makes all the sense in the world. If I get punished for skipping Mirrorless Smith Chain, I will live with that. No one wants to do Mirrorless Smith Chain. Fluteless Mirrorless Smith Chain to boot. Game's got jokes. Not funny jokes, but jokes. Alright, we're gonna dive, I guess. Oh, I need the hammer. This. So there's potentially, if this first check is not a small key, then we can't do anything. Of course, if it's not a small key, there's a very good chance that it's an item we need. Alright, well, we're down to like 5 checks and they all stink. I'm gonna read Ped. And then we're gonna do hammer pegs and grab the smith. Nope. It is the bug net. That's fine. So, Ped's dead. Alright, this is one of like 5 checks we have left. Oh. Now we gotta go this way, grab the smith. Save and quit. We'll turn him in. I guess do purple chest into Zora, and we'll last locate Catfish, I guess. Not really sure how this is supposed to work. So it's Smith, purple chest, Zora, Catfish. Zora would feel the worst, because with the flippers we had access to that super early. Forgot about that guy too. The flute opens up Mire. Mirror opens up. The mirror opens up Swamp. And Fire Rod opens up TR. When mirrorless Smith Chain leads to mirror, you know it's dead. When a Kazbooth C is going to take like an hour 45, that's also dead. Gotta get a little bit of speed here. Can't do too much, but... After this, we can dash across, we can do... Zora, and then end on Catfish, I guess. This all feels terrible. Really? When did we get that sword? Almost an hour ago? Sub 20 minutes. And now we're finally coming back almost an hour later for a 50-50 shot of progression. Unbelievable. That's TR. Okay. That sucks. We are way behind. I was hoping to finish top, like, 10. Now it's probably closer to, like, 20. This will also open up, so we can do Red Bomb into Catfish after this if we find nothing. So at least there's that. That's semi-okay. Oh, wait. Forgot I didn't have mirror. Oh man, that late fire rod's gonna screw us over. If only we could have farmed the rupees when we were first there. Oh well, nothing we can do about it now. Right. So, still need mirror and flute. Obviously, the hope is we find them both in here and don't have to worry about it. But I'm at the point now where... yep, alright. At the point now where I've only had this happen once. And I've mentioned it before. Mirror on Trinex, flute on Mimic Cave. But I have to check everything at this point. So I've got to check Lava Chest. Fine. At least it was an item. I would have been wondering. I would have been wondering. There's also a scenario where there's nothing here. And it is either Red Bomb or Catfish. Definitely possible. Okay. And of course, we'd be able to skip Laser Bridge if we were in Go mode. Fortunately for us, we are not in Go mode. We're still 2 from Go. Everything else is an item. Is TR really going to have nothing and it's on Red Bomb? Because that's where we are right now. If Trinex doesn't have something, it's Red Bomb and Catfish. And honestly, if it has Mirror, I have half a mind to go check Mimic Cave. But I won't. Probably. That'll be a hard last locate, because I feel like most people will last locate at that point. one forfeit already, just now. There is an open ladder race at 10. Oh, 10 Eastern, so about 40 minutes from now. Oh my god, are you kidding me? You're actually kidding me. I'm still checking Red Bomb and Catfish first. Just a bunch of last locates. I can't even use the portal at the castle. No mirror. Feels bad. Come on, dash. There we go. Alright, what do we get? Flute. I'm still gonna check Catfish at this point. Because when else am I gonna check it? It's probably not. I mean, we're mirror for go. Probably not it, but if it is, would be the play of plays. I mean, not really, but we could go mode. Actually, we'll be able to go mode Swamp regardless. So that's good at least. Alright, come on, mirror. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Activate the flute. Right to Meyer. Could also be in Skull Woods, actually, too. I forgot about that. Fire Rod opens up the second item in Skull Woods. Really? You gonna stop my dash? Man, 123. We're still not even in go mode yet. Thank you for the salute, Tracy. That's appreciated. Alright. I don't even know what the medallion is. We have it, obviously, but I don't know what it is. We haven't been able to check until right now. It's Quake. So Quake was... Oh, was that Green Pendant turn in? I think it was. There it is. Go mode. So I think Thieves Town was needed. Right? Because wasn't Quake on Green Pendant turn in? Pretty sure it was. Alright, now we're just hoping for an early big key here. Which means it'll be like on cutscene chest or something stupid. Fine. Oh, perfect. So, Demigod Mire. We'll take it. How did that hit me? I didn't think I walked over spikes there. Alright, we did not hit the switch. We never even went to left side. So I can skip this one. Thought about testing it, but whatever. We'll test it here. Okay, just didn't hit it. Alright, so Skell and Dennis finished. GG's, they're about a minute and a half apart. I didn't even check. Dennis just finished about 20 seconds ago. I missed. Oh, Zach's forfeited. Okay. Alright, so we just need to do Swamp and Go mode. And then TR, so we should be 140... I mean, not TR, GT. So 145-ish? It's just because we were late to the fire rod. Come on. If we had Zora money... The first time we were there, we were so close, we were like 50 rupees off. But I didn't really have a reliable way to farm. And what are the odds that something required is going to be there, you know? But it was the right call to do Aga. We were just late to the fire rod. We didn't have the money at the time. And then we just never got back to it. Unfortunate. Yeah, we didn't quite last locate the fire rod, but it was, we had one other check. So it was pretty damn close. Yeah, the fact that only 2 people have finished and we're an hour and a half in is telling of how this seed was, is, will continue to be forever. I wouldn't call it a cursed seed necessarily. I routed it. Just that one check. If we had done that, this would have been... We'd be pretty close to done by now, I think. Third time's a charm. Oh, GG's Algo17 with a PB 130.30 in third place. We're going to be probably between 12 and 15 minutes behind, depending on how nice the big key plays. Wait, no, I need to do this. I almost saved and quit, which would have put me on the pyramid. So Thieves Town had a glove, and I think the green pendant led to Quake, which was needed for mine. Hera had nothing. Skullwoods, the one item, was nothing. So... dipped some pendants unnecessarily, but... it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. I will defend the play. It just stinks. I was waiting on Zora because I wanted to combo it with Catfish. But I needed the mirror, which was locked behind Fire Rod, ultimately, which is on Zora. Oh well, 132 and change in. I mean, I wasn't planning on beating Skell or Dennis. Oh, Dennis, maybe. I'd like to beat Dennis at least once in my life. But in no universe was I going to beat Skell. He's just too good. Alright, Hope Room the answer today. Yes. Alright, so we should be probably around 140, between 140 and 142. Depending on how good of a job we do on this GT climb. Wombat and Sawyer finished within 5 seconds of each other, if I read that correctly. Yeah, 133.26 for Wombat, 133.31 for Sawyer. Raynox 134.39, so the people are starting to finish now. We were just, again, we were late to that fire run that's gonna burn us. I don't have any magic potions. I have a health potion. No magic, though. Come on. Oh my goodness. Getting beat up and it's my own fault. I want that. Oh my god. I'm gonna risk it. Unbelievable. Just grab this one and go. I don't know. I'm toying with the idea of doing the open. I've got the keys. So we're not checking anything the rest of the way. I don't think there's anything that could help us short of maybe potion. That could be the only thing that could be of any use to us. We know where Burna is, not that we need it. We know where the bug net is, we don't need it. We've got every other safety. We got a double out of that, that's good. Got none there. Double there, so 2 more hits. Alright, 1 more. Whatever, we'll get it here. Yeah, people are starting to finish now. Death Tax is N64, Falcon is 7-8. Within about 15 seconds of each other, so there's outside shot at top 10, which would be outstanding in this one. I only have 3 silvers. Oh, that miss on Linmo too. All right. Alright. It's fine. We've got the red potion. I do want to get the torch glitch, though. How many times are you gonna freaking teleport? Alright, forget that. Let's just... Alright. Should only be a couple more hits, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, Bagel. Oh, a bunch of people just finished. Jack in 9th, 138.21. Bobsled 10th, 139.29. Bagel 140.16. And I am in there and... Oh my god, Emok and I tied. So get this. Bagel 140.16. Emok and I tied. 140.32. We were 11, 12, and 13. Are you kidding me? We fucking tied? That's unbelievable. I cannot believe that. And John finished about 30 seconds after us, so it... Between 137 and 141, so it's about... Well, late 137, early 141, so about 3.5 minutes. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of us finished. Yeah, you must. I would. Oh, that's fantastic. Me, you, and Bagel finished within 16 seconds of each other, and you and I fucking tied. That is fantastic. One thing fucked me over on this seed. 140.31.99 officially. Oh, okay. That's insane. Wow. Yeah, one thing fucked me over on this one. And I didn't have enough money when I first went to Zora, and I just never went back. I am tied in with the race room. So it auto-completes, so... That's insane. You went back before doing Aga once. Yeah, I did, and I made the Aga plan. I felt good about it until... I realized I was down to Zora and Catfish. That's all I had left. Looking for either Fire Rod, Flute, or Mirror. And then obviously Fire Rod led to TR, which had nothing. Go figure. And then I did Red Bomb, obviously got the Flute. Yeah, and it sucks, because I was within 40 or 50 rupees of Zora money when I first went there. But with no glove, I had no way to farm outside of, I guess, going to Wine's Hut. Probably the best place to go, but I didn't want to do that. So I said, screw it, we'll do Aga. I also didn't do Pod right away. Which, I didn't do Pod. I was able to single dip Pod. Because I did Mountain before I went into Pod. So that was good at least. The Pod had... what? It had Ice Rod and Flippers, I think? And Bombos, but I didn't need... Oh no, Bombos got me into Ice Palace, so I guess... Was there anything in Ice Palace? Silvers were in Ice Palace. No. No. Although, no, wait. Bombos was required for Ice Palace because it's... Oh no. No, it wasn't. I got my red crystals mixed up. Either way. Actually, Emok, I don't know if you remember, was Quake on Green Pendant Turn-In? I feel like it was. Yes, Bombos was required. I mean, technically no, I guess, but yeah, that was your go. Okay, because I got that early. I was so late to the fire rod, it delayed everything else. Bagel, what's going on? GG's, man. You got us by, what, 15, 16 seconds? I like how we're all in a row, though. Just 11, 12, 13. That's good. The tie boys. You bailed on thieves after getting mitts. That was my first glove, actually. Bro says, got me on Ganon. Yeah, I only had 3 silvers going into Ganon, so I hit him... Actually, I think I only hit him twice, because I tried for a triple and missed. So I had to do half silvers, half silverless. And it's because I missed an arrow on Landmo 2 and forgot to grab arrows. Because I'm like, oh, like, I'll be fine. And then just never grabbed arrows, because I'm dumb. So I had to do spins for the last half of the fight. Yeah, me too, Bagel. Same thing. I think I had like 450 or 460. And then just never went back. Like, I think I did Eastern for nothing. And then decided... Or did Eastern have the Pearl? I don't remember anymore. I grabbed Butter then too, so I had Butter Sword 15 minutes in. Because I think I did the Flippers checks before I did Saha Eastern. So, yeah, if I had had money at the first time I went up there, or if I had gone back, I definitely would have had a decent time. Yeah, my go mode was also mirror. But I was telling Emok, I was down to 2 checks for progression. I either had Zora and Catfish. Easter didn't have anything. Maybe Pearl was on Saha's back room, maybe? Hobo was Pearl. Thank you, Gro. And then Saha had Shot, I think. I remember thinking that I made a mistake doing Eastern because I think Saha had the hook shot, and that gave access to Village of Outcasts. So I could have put off Eastern, but it is what it is. I don't think that really killed my run. What killed my run was not going back for Fire Rod. Down to Zora, Catfish, Purple Chest. Yeah, I did Smith stuff first, then did Zora. Because my thought was if I do Smith turn in, I did Hammer Pegs, I think, at that point too, because I hadn't done that yet. And then I did Purple Chest, dashed over to the Whirlpool, and did Zora, and that's when I got the Fire Rod and was off to the races. Yeah, see, I went up to the mountain first, Emok, but I wasn't ever gonna get. I was waiting to do Catfish into Zora when I got the mirror, which obviously didn't work out. But I was just like, I just never had a good time to go back, I guess, because it's very out of the way for one check. But it is what it is. I'm just saying, I was saying with the field, I was hoping just to finish in the top half. So what I get 13th out of 34 with a couple DNFs. I'll take that. That's fine. I just wonder how much better it would have been, how much faster it would have been if I had Fire Rod. The only thing I probably do is I probably beat Skull Woods. Yeah, same Emok. I wanted just top half, like not even 15. Like I think it would have been what 17 or 18, whatever it was. Finishing in the top half in this field is pretty good. I will take it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My guess is this seed was taking forever. I wonder if he's doing. I wonder if he was thinking about doing the 10 p.m. cross keys that start up in like less than 10 minutes. Either that or he was last to locate. Like he was very very late to whatever, and decided I don't want to deal with it. I don't know. I don't know. So we got what 22 finishers so far. That's my guess. Is just he was like, this seed sucks. I don't want to deal with it, and quit. That's my guess as to what happened, but I'm sure he'll let us know. I mean, it was not a fun seed for me, anyways. Stupid Zora. Yeah, I mean, there was very, very. I was down to after pod. I was down to I think 3 items, and it took me probably 25 minutes to find it. And the only good thing is I was able to go mode Swamp and um, Mire, which turned out to be, I guess, a demigod Mire. Yeah, book led me right to desert, so I did that before I did ice. Because originally I was going to do ice, then the book dropped, and I was like, all right, maybe we do desert first, because I hadn't touched desert at all. So I didn't even know what was on the ledge. I hadn't done a Gina, any of that. So it's like, oh, we'll do that. And then I did ice. Then I think I went up to Death Mountain. I did Hera, Ether Tablet, and I checked TR, hoping I could advance and maybe the Fire Rod was in there. But I got one check in and couldn't go anywhere. I think at that point is when I read Ped. I read it right before I did Purple Hammer Pegs into Smith Chain. Because I was like, oh, like Mirror could definitely be on there and Flute. And it was like, it was over an hour into the seed. And I was like, we still have 2 possibilities for Ped. I better read it just in case. But I think it was, what, the Bugnet? Something about it was catching fairs. It's either Bugnet or the 4th bottle. But yeah, it was very, very slow in the middle. It was the net. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I was very shocked at, an hour 20, and I was like, no one's done. Like, not even close. I mean, close, I guess, but this is a very, very, it's going to be a very high average time for these races. But like, even like Wombat, Sawyer, Raynox, all over an hour 30. Like that's for a Kaz Boots for those guys to finish a plus 90 minutes. That's a sign of not a great seed for sure. Yeah, I turned in the pendant relative. I mean, the green pendant turn in relatively early because I did after Ag. I skipped pod completely, went around the world, did the front of Skull Woods, finished Thieves Town. I just was like, whatever. It's green pendant. Maybe it leads to something. Turns out it did. Then went down around through Hype Cave, and then I think once I got the mitts, I was like, okay, like maybe I do the mountain because I can clear everything. The bow led me away from doing Hera, which in hindsight was the right play. But when I after I got the bow, I went and did Eastern first, and I turned in the green pendant at that point. So I got it relatively early. That makes sense. I mean, given that you had what I think it was 3 item back in Thieves, and you would have had the fire rod, so that makes sense. Going back to Village of Outcasts and cleaning up those 2 dungeons. Like I said, if I had the fire rod early, I'd probably very likely would have at least gone to the back and gotten the item if I hadn't read Ped yet. Yeah, this was just a case of one item giving me some trouble. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I did Smith before I went back to Zora, which I don't know. I mean, to me it kind of made sense. I could combo purple hammer. I keep saying I want to say purple pegs. I had hammer pegs into. All right, good night, Bagel. We'll figure out a mode, something that's outside of the mentor tournament modes, but we'll figure something out. Something that maybe isn't cross keys. Although I mean, I'm in for cross keys actually. That could be fun. Yeah, see, Emok gets it. There we go. See, I don't know if Kabuki would be considered a hard mode, but with that tournament coming up as well, that maybe that could be something. Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. We got a little bit of time on that for sure. You've only ever done one. I've done a decent amount. Like Dr. John really likes Kabuki, so like we've done some one-on-one pickup races. I mean, it's a fun mode. It's a little faster than Straight Key Sanity just because you have the boots, but you are forced to do escape. But it's actually not bad. It's a fun mode. I mean, you can probably with good key placement, you can sub to it. Like I want to say, like a good like the top runners will probably do a Kabuki seed in like 140 ish. I think my best time is like a 150 on a seed that John beat me by like 5 minutes. But that I mean that could be I could be down with that. That's not too bad. But we'll talk. I am gonna head to bed. I think I was considering doing the open seed at the open ladder at 10, but forget that. I should go to bed. So I think I will go to bed. Let's see. Is there anybody we can raid? We can both flex on John a little. Yeah. Oh, that could be fun. Let's see. What is it? Raid. See, I think that's his name. But let's raid Eclectic. He's running this seed. So let's go cheer him on. We'll be back Wednesday. Probably don't know if we'll do anything tomorrow. But if not, I'll probably be back Wednesday for whatever we decide to do for Bagel's live weekly race. So have a good night, and I will talk to you later.